Hello and welcome to Mobile Gaming News Weekly. We are the gaming on phone team that specializes in bringing the mobile gaming news to your feet at the earliest availability. To start off this week, Tencent Games is coming with the spin-off of the world's highest grossing MOBA game, Honor of Kings. Tencent Games and Timmy Studio Group have announced that a spin-off titled Honor of Kings World will be soon released on multiple platforms, but the exact date of the release is not yet known. Honor of Kings World will be an open-world RPG that will include fantasy fiction and combat with monsters using magic spells and swords. This is just the first announcement, and at this point in time, it is not sure if the game will release globally or not. However, looking at the history and player base, chances are high that the game will release globally, but the date is yet to be known. Zynga Incorporation, a global leader in interactive entertainment, has announced the worldwide launch of Farmville 3, the exciting new edition of its iconic Farmville franchise. The agriculture simulation social game is now officially available to download on Android and iOS devices worldwide, as well as on the Mac M1. 12 years after the original Farmville was introduced to the world in 2009, Farmville 3 is bringing to life a new, beautifully crafted world filled with a rich cast of fully animated characters and interactive animals. Towards the end of last month, a game by the name of Combat Master blew up on mobile, and it quickly garnered a sizable player base. The game rose in popularity so quickly because of how closely it resembled Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and when it was at its prime, the game was finally struck down and removed from Play Store and App Store due to copyright claims. However, the development team has dropped an update on the future of this emerging title. Combat Master will be converted into a completely new game, with all the issues related to copyright worked out. The developers would make changes to the UI, theme songs, sound effects, and all other elements that could possibly be claimed under copyright laws. Pokemon Go developer Niantic announced the shutdown of Harry Potter Wizards Unite in early 2022. The location-based RPG will turn off the game servers and all the additional services, including the community forum and all associated social media channels, on January 31st, 2022. The game will be removed from App Store, Google Play, and Galaxy Store on December 6th. Players will be no longer able to make in-game purchases from the same day. The huge gap in popularity with the company's other existing titles, especially Pokemon Go, clearly seems to be a primary reason. South Korea's biggest game development company, NCSoft, has announced that their latest MMORPG Lineage W is now available on Android and iOS devices in selected regions. Gamers from the East Asia region, including South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Southeast Asia, Russia, and some parts of Middle Asia, will get their hands on this much-anticipated RPG game. The Lineage game series is quite a classic role-playing title, and Lineage W is the latest addition to their lineup, having all the features and game elements from its predecessors. Postknight 2, the sequel to Postknight, which was a critically acclaimed indie RPG game, is now open for pre-registration for Android and iOS. Postknight 2 entered early access earlier this year in March and is scheduled for a global release on December 2nd, 2021. The sequel is set 7 years into the future and adds a lot newer content to refresh the original game. The original game has a bunch of different elements and is full of content. The main objective is still the same. The protagonist starts out as a rookie and he fights a bunch of different monsters on his quest to deliver packages across different regions in the world. Project Cars Go, the mobile version of the famous racing title Project Cars games that got pretty popular on PC and consoles over the past 5 years or so, is now being shut down shortly after it was first released globally. Project Cars Go will remain playable up until the end of this month, as it will be shut down on the 30th and it will be removed from the Play Store and App Store on the 7th of November. Last but not the least, to much disappointment of their fanbase, Konami announced that the release of mobile port of their sports flagship title eFootball has been postponed from autumn 2021 to spring 2022. Upon its release for consoles last month, eFootball faced a huge backlash for its glitches and bugs, with today finally Konami dropping the ball on its upcoming mobile release. Konami further announced that the delay is mainly to improve the quality of the game. The developers felt they needed more time to deliver a proper football game that can support cross-platform properly without any issues or glitches. This delay will give developers more time to address the main issues before the official launch. That wraps it up for this weekly updates. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future news and updates.